Well, well, well. It's that time of year where new anime come out for us to harshly judge or just outright be excited for. According to the YouTube algorithm, 2026 anime, for winter in particular, is supposed to be peak. Well, we won't know that until 12 to 24 weeks later. Howdy, gang. I'm your handsome host, Cherry, here with Nomikai TV, and welcome to our new show, The Recap. But before we can recap on anything, we should know what the hell we're going to be watching this season. So, new intro, activate. Okay, so your boy is going to be watching roughly 16 shows this time around. Not the most that I've ever watched during a particular season or anything, but it's quite a bit. So I'm not going to go in full-blown detail about why I'm watching these shows. I'm just going to try to just boil it down to about a sentence or two less. I like to say a sentence or two less, even though less than one sentence is no sentence. So you get what I mean. You're picking up what I put down. Starting things off, we're going to be watching Frieren Season 2. I watched Season 1, so of course I'm going to continue the second season. It also was able to manage to topple FMA Brotherhood, so respect must be given. Also, if I don't watch it, my friends in Discord will get on my case, and they're going to be making references and jokes that I'm not going to get, and I'm going to feel like a social outcast, even though I've been part of the group for a long time, so big sad. But I will be watching it, so I actually understand references, and I don't just get the fan art, and that's about it. Yeah. Okay, this show I am a little bit more personally excited for. This show is called We Are Polar Opposites. I didn't write down the Japanese title because I was introduced to the English title long before then. And this is a series that I read the manga for, and I was wondering if this series would ever get an anime. And when I say I thought for a while, I mean like around maybe like chapter 30, I was wondering, I hope this show or this manga gets an anime at some point because it's pretty cute, wholesome, it's gonna make you throw up, and we like those kind of things. And I squeaked with joy when they announced the anime on the very last chapter. Yeah, that's when they did it. That's when they did that. So I'm excited, and hopefully you guys are excited for it too. All right, this is one I actually wrote the name down for it because I don't know. Urawashi no Yoi no Suki. All right. And based on the picture for the thing, apparently I wanted to watch attractive people fall in love and get angry about it. That's what I wrote in my script. I'm gonna believe Past Me, and I'm gonna believe his judgment because Past Me has never lied to me. He has screwed me over, but he hasn't lied to Taimon-kun. Taimon-kun? Tamon-kun. Tamon-kun. I'm gonna call it that. Tamon-kun. All right. So apparently I'm watching this later today, actually. So. Yeah, after this recording, I'm most likely gonna go pop it on the TV and give it a good old-fashioned college try. I read the description, I just thought it sounded kind of funny, and that's the main reason I am watching it. So hopefully my instincts is correct and it is a good show. It better be freaking good. I'm putting time for this. And usually whenever I watch an anime, no matter how good or bad it is, I like to try to watch it all the way through. So hopefully this is one of those shows that's really good because I enjoy watching a good show over a bad show, believe it or not. Ikoku Nikki. Now, all right, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, no jokey jokes here. This story just overall just seemed really interesting and really quite touching. It deals with the idea of grief, and that is something I can always have some type of relatability to. And I really thought it would just be really nice to give it a fair college try. I really hope that it is well written and the pacing is good because I do know that these kind of series, they tend to be very slow burns typically, and I'm hoping that this series isn't too bad with it. So that being said, it just seems something that was really touching and I wanted to give it a shot. All right, I didn't write the accurate name for this technically, but you'll know what it is if you've seen it pop up in the winter 2026 anime like list roster that's basically going out. This one's Invisible Man and Wife. I think it's like supposed to be like his soon-to-be wife or something. But this is a show that just seems as a very sweet concept, and I already picture myself getting angry that I am able to somehow see the Invisible Man's expressions, despite the fact that He's invisible, so I shouldn't be able to see your face. But the fact that I can already imagine his face, I'm kind of getting pissed off about it. So, yeah, that's a show that I'm gonna watch with my boy Quincy. Make him suffer all the sweet wholesomeness, and he'll get over it. And I'll find my way to cope with it that way. Up next, we have Hanazakuri. This is a series that my friend was actually reading when she was a youngster in her youth and recommended me to read. But then I found out that apparently there's an anime that was announced for it, and it's actually coming out soon, which is really, really nice. Apparently, this is a banger, according to her. If she's lying, then we'll burn her at the stake as one do. Ain't that right, Q?
That's right.
Up next, we have Dead Account, and oh, god damn it. Apparently, what I wrote in my notes for this actually was, I actually don't remember why I added this to my playing to watch. Guess I'm gonna watch it anyway. So, alright, there's a new show I'm watching that I don't even remember what it's about. I guess I read it and I thought it looked pretty neat, and we're gonna keep the ball rolling with that. So, hopefully it's a pretty good show. If it sucks, then big sad. That's gonna be quite the few minutes I'm gonna have to deal with in my life. But it is what it is. That being said, if you're still watching the video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe even. It would make our lives super nice and easier. We're trying to be famous so I don't have to work at my job anymore. I would like that so much, wouldn't we all? But let's continue this list and move on to more shows I will be watching. Alright, up next we have Kaya-chan. This is a series that I've actually been reading the manga for. Actually, relatively recently. I picked it up technically a year ago to maybe 2 years, no, a year and a half ago max. And it was like a slow burn, but then I got relatively really interested in it once the story picked up. And I was something I was excited for, because who doesn't watch, or who doesn't like watching little girls beat up ghosts? But like, I couldn't name a single person who wouldn't like watching that, so I'm gonna check it out. Hopefully the first season's really good. I don't know what stopping point they're gonna use, but we'll see. And hopefully it's as good as I'm hoping for it to be, because come on, it's a really beloved series, and I do think that it's really interesting. It actually takes a nice little take on if a young lass was actually able to see ghosts, what would she do? And apparently the answer is the same as all exorcists. Give it some hands. Alright, up next we have Anyway, I'm Falling in Love with You, Season 2. We're watching this because we watched Season 1. A banger of a series. So far, we did enjoy the first episode when we watched it. I don't remember if we watched any more than the first episode, but we're gonna be binge watching that relatively soon, so we can go ahead and get into Season 2 and know what the hell's going on in the first place. But that is what's happening. Up next, we have Adventurers Daily Grind at 29, which this, I actually just wanted to watch a chill slice of life. That is actually the bare minimum reason as to why I put it on the list. I read this, the synopsis. It looked really chill, looked really cool, and sometimes we need a show that's just nice to wind down, relax, and we get to see a little girl be adorable. Who doesn't like that? We all like that. Real men like that. Up next, we have Dragon Hatchling Isekai. Quincy wanted to watch that. Up next, we have Demi-Human Class, excuse me. Okay, so the reason why we're actually going to watch that show is just because Masayoshi Oishi is making the opening sequence for that. He's making the opening song, and I told myself like a dummy that if I see his name on any anime that's coming out relatively soon, I will go out of my way to watch that show regardless if I wanted to watch it or not, and if it's garbage or not. Because there are some shows that will get us to push through to watch if it's Masayoshi Oishi. Look at A Girl and a Guard Dog, for example. It was painful, but we got through it. Why? Because he made the opening. And that's literally it. We also want to see just like if it could get worse, but you know what I mean. So we're going to be checking out, what do you call it? I wrote Demi-Human Class. All right, up next we have Gomon Baitokun. Now, mind you, I was actually interested in checking this out because of the dark humor. It's supposed to be a dark humor about a world where it's legal to murder and to torture, and we basically get this adult cast that is in the business of torture inventions, I believe. So it seemed pretty interesting, and I'm hoping it's not boring and repetitive really soon. Hopefully they are able to keep up with the good humor, and that's primarily what we're looking for. So yeah, I do actually have some high expectations, funny enough, from this show, because when it comes to comedy, I do take my comedy very seriously for some odd reason. All right, up next we have Demon King's Daughter. We wanted to see some cute shit. Simple as that. Who doesn't like looking at cute girls being cute and being adorable? We're gonna get angry, like Shachiku Baby Ghost types of angry. That's the plot. If you want to see some little girl with a caretaker that's being adorable, this show is gonna be for you. And if you don't want to see that, you're a monster. Alright, but anyway, that is everything that we are watching for the winter 2026 anime. It's a lot, but it gives me a lot to talk about through the next several weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, all that jazz, cookies and milk, and I will see you again real soon. Tomorrow's supposed to be Friday, so I believe that's going to be a anime of the month video. Ooh, what's the anime of the month? Ooh. Anyway, be cherry, you be awesome, and I'll see you tomorrow. Johnny.